Where the hell have we been?
Who the hell am I? Who the hell is you?
Where the fuck is my beer? Ah, here's my beer.
Let's get those cogs turning.
Cogcast.
Cogcast. It was a thing at one point. What the hell was that?
Oh man, I really had to sneeze. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay, that's what that was.
I'm sorry. Let's try that again let's try that again from the top.
It's good to get back in the swing of things, right?
It kind of is, it's like riding a bike, right? You eventually you'll get back into it, You always remember how to ride. It's just doing it. Excuse me. Oh, that was powerful.
Rain would have lost her mind to all that and laughed her ass off at all the comments you just made because sexual innuendos.
Riding a bike and sneezing?
No, riding a bike, you just have to get back in there, and you said something else after that. I don't know, it would have triggered her.
Something about parking a bicycle in an airplane hangar. I don't know.
Yeah, that. Okay.
All right. Well, anyway, Cogcast, Paradigm Gaming is back. We're back, baby.
Future?
The future.
Future.
I don't know. Where were we a year ago, Derp?
Oh, man. Okay, so it's been a long year, people. It has been a very long year. Many things have happened. We were going to come back after Extra Life last year, but then that technically didn't happen. But it did happen because Extra Life hasn't happened yet, but we're coming back now.
What did happen?
Let's go from the top. For me, you guys know I was living with my parentals. Well, that changed recently in about a month and a half, 2 months ago now. 2 months ago. I moved to Louisiana.
Sorry.
Yes, exactly. No, it's okay. That was a fun trip, let me tell ya. So, I'll just go ahead and tell a story. Is that okay? I think that's okay. That's okay.
You know what? The floor is yours, my friend. Go for it.
So, I got a lovely lady named Rain Darkwolf. So, I decided to make the change and I quit my job at Fred Meyer. Kroger, for all of you people who don't know what Fred Meyer is.
What's Kroger?
Kroger Food Company. It's a retail grocery store that you can find all across the U.S. And don't go there just because I'm salty towards anything that is corporation. But that's besides the point. But anyways, so I got packed up. The wonderful swamp dwellers, R and Tar, got home, and Rain and I moved in with them down here in Louisiana. But on the way there, after packing up, I was going to drive there. Packed up everything I could into my car and started driving.
Wait. You were going to drive your car from Washington State to Louisiana?
Yeah, but...
What did you drive?
My Toyota Camry.
All right.
Or what used to be my Toyota Camry.
Rock on.
So, anyways, I was going to make a nice little stop in California to visit yours truly.
Yeah, hey, you know what? That was the plan. To come hang out with me for about, what, a week?
Yeah, that was the plan. Until my car broke 23 minutes north of Salem, Oregon after leaving Washington. Transmission exploded. It couldn't take all the weight I had put into the car, and, yeah. Didn't have the money to get a new car, didn't have the money to repair the car, and it would have cost more to repair the car and probably still wouldn't have made the trip because all of the available parts were already used to begin with that I could have put into it. So it would have happened again more than likely.
So you were stranded?
I was stranded.
In Oregon?
I was afraid. I was petrified. But then the blue came all the way up and got there by my side.
I did. I did. I was not alone though.
He was not. He brought the wondrous Don Defrag, which was well, technically my second time meeting him because I met him at a wedding, for the wondrous Cal, who got married a couple weeks before that. Congratulations, Cal. I hope your marriage is going wonderfully this past year.
Yay!
But yes, you came and saved me with Dawn a few months ago.
And for the record, though, I live in California. You got stranded in Oregon.
Yes, you drove a whopping 9 hours to save my ass.
Yeah, I left at 3 in the morning.
And you got there at 12:30.
It was glorious.
But you guys were awesome. You saved me. We got everything done. We got to drive back to Washington to go and get a title for my car so that I could junk it because I didn't have the title to my car in the first place.
So I drove to Oregon, found Derp.
Yeah.
And then we found out that we needed to get his title.
Which was back in Washington.
We had to go back to Washington State. And then
we stayed in a hotel that night just so we didn't have to drive all the way back or have you drive all the way back.
And then we stuffed my car full of Derp stuff to the brim. And then, yeah, we junked the car, drove back to Oregon to junk the car. And then it was road trip city back down to good old C of A, California.
And it was the awesome.
Yeah, actually, for as shitty as your situation was, Derp, it was an adventure. So I did take a lot of fun things from it.
Yeah, and let's just go with the fact of if you guys ever send anything to the South, do not use FedEx.
Why is that?
Well, we'll go with, once I got here, I sent 3 boxes before we went to California from Oregon because it all wouldn't fit into the vehicle. So we sent 3 boxes. Well, apparently they delivered all 3 via UPS to Rain's mother's house, but only 2 boxes ever made it into the house.
Oh, that's
But they said
right.
all 3 got delivered, which unfortunately had my Wii U, had some games in it, had a bunch of other stuff, but there's not much I could do because all they could say is it might have gotten picked up by someone on the porch, which is not a neighborhood that does that. So my box just went missing.
Damn, dude.
Okay.
So, I'm sorry, man. You're missing your Wii U?
Some of those games, the anime games you got me.
Oh.
A few other things, my PS3 games. It's all good, though.
I know they're just stuff, but still,
They're
that's
stuff.
That's stucky. That's stucky. That's sucky.
That's Stucky?
That's stucky.
Carl Stucky.
Yeah, no, that's sucky, dude. I'm sorry about that.
No. If you guys get that reference, post it now. If you get the Carl Stucky reference, just let us know. And we will congratulate you with a good, healthy digital pat on the back.
Yay! We'll give you one of those. Well, Derp, now that you finally made it to Louisiana, you've been living there for a few months and been settling in, how are you these days? How are things?
We're doing good. Doing good. It's been fun. It's been a fun 2 months. Like I was saying, also don't ship FedEx because they basically drop kick all your shit before they get it here.
Yeah.
Half of my shit was broken. My computer has dents in it. Yeah, they basically look like they drop kicked all my boxes before bringing it to me.
Damn. I'm sorry, dude.
Like they did from the top rope, WCW John Cena style, down and boom, explosion.
Damn.
Here's your shit! Not to mention it was like 2 days late for each box, too.
Oh, wow.
Okay, but anyways, that's FedEx in the South. And yeah, other than that, it's been pretty freaking awesome. I've been a stay-at-home dude, taking care of dogs, taking care of a child once in a while. Rain's child, Rue.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, no. It's 2 corgis, Watson, Broccoli, and then a bitch of a dog, Rosie. What kind of dog is she? A Brittany Spaniel, that's right. I gotta just remember the Brittany part, and I'll remember the Spaniel.
Brittany Spaniel. It's very specific.
Yeah,
I like
it.
it.
It's a Brittany Spaniel. I don't know, it's almost kind of like a bloodhound look. Yeah, and inside she's just got a dead Victorian child reincarnated. We've just come to assume because she gives creepy stares and we feel like she's gonna come into the room at night with a knife in her mouth and gut us. She just gives the creepiest dead-eye stares, and it's not cool.
That's very, specific.
But she's also like 9, 10 years old, and she just is creepy.
Okay, I got you.
But anyways, and last but not least, I got a PS5.
Yay!
I joined the PS5 crew.
Congratulations. How are you liking it?
I love it because I have Returnal now.
Returnal is a great game.
It is.
I absolutely enjoy that game. It's hard, but I love it.
So yeah, that's pretty much been my past 2 months, other than living with my dad, which it didn't change much. It was the same thing as it always been. Stream occasionally, and yeah, not much. Working a lot because of COVID.
Yeah.
The evil stuff. And then came here playing games, trading cryptos to make money.
Excellent. Well, you also you reopened your perler art side business too, didn't you?
Yeah, and it hasn't been popular, so I can still do it, and there are commissions. You can always check it out, but if you want, I can do them. But I'm looking into other things to also get going as well, so stay tuned for all of that. But yeah.
Excellent.
What about you? I talked a long time.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that. We had to hear about the great and wonderful Derp, and it's nice to see that you're finally settled in, and life is getting to a better place. Life is finding a way for you, as our dear friend Omega likes to say. Me, well, the last time we streamed a Cogcast, it has been over a year. From what I can recall.
You got to recall it. It's a total recall.
Yeah. From what I can remember, right after our episode of our podcast, I was getting into our summer event, and that was Summer Sequels. Summer of Sequels! And then yes. I ran through the summer playing nothing but sequels to the games we played during my Twitch, beginning of my Twitch career and beyond. Had fun, and then I had to cut it short by 2 games because I ended up moving. My wife and I bought a house.
Everyone was moving.
Yeah, everyone's moving. Derp's moving. I moved. I moved into a house. I've been living here almost a year now, and I'm closer to my place of employment. Instead of taking an hour and a half to 2 hours to get to work, it's now 6 minutes. I timed it.
Depending on what school you're at.
Yeah, but I always start at our district office, so it's 6 minutes. We Gucci.
Well, I mean, to get home might be different, though, right?
Oh yeah, for sure. Like I had to leave a school on the other side of town, and it took me 10 minutes. Still better than 2 hours, hour and a half.
Yes, that is true.
But yeah, I'm doing great, loving life, working a lot.
Being a madman on all of the YouTube stuff and making videos and products and stuff.
I'm still plugging away on the videos. I still have a passion for video editing, and anytime I stream, I have fun just taking all the clips and making highlights out of them, and then you can... Basically, we're at youtube.com/Paradigm Gaming 101. You can check us out on YouTube. I got a lot of videos, and I typically try to upload at least 1 a week minimum. Typically. Yeah.
And I was also looking into possibly trying to do that, but I have found a sense of laziness lately and have not gotten started on that. But I do have ideas.
Well, that's good. Keep plugging away on the ideas, even if you just did 1 video a month. I mean, it all adds up. There's no rush. You gotta let the magic just happen. You can't rush Inspirato.
I'm toying with the idea of VR YouTube.
Ooh, that's a
VR games on YouTube.
That sounds like fun.
Playing through some of my games on that. And
yeah, you do have an Oculus.
I do.
Yeah.
And it is glorious.
It is glorious. I had a lot of fun when you brought your VR here last time for... when you brought it for Extra Life last year. We played that horror game.
Yeah, Rico's Fragments.
That was pretty awesome. It scared the crap out of me.
Yeah, that game is spoopy, but it was glitchy because I got killed through a wall.
Yeah.
That was not fair.
Yeah. I have the footage of it, too.
I know, I saw her through the one door, I closed it, went to the other room that was on a completely opposite hallway, opened the door, and boom, got killed.
Yep. It's fun times.
The wall.
It's fun times.
It was bullshit. All of it.
Oh, hey, speaking of pets, you said you had a couple of dogs. About a year ago, I acquired 2 cats.
Oh, you got yourself 2 more pussies.
You know it. Their names are Biscuit and Muffin. Brother and sister.
Yes. Oh, your Biscuit and Muffin.
They just turned a year old about a week ago.
Aw, and they're adorable.
Yeah, they are adorable and cute. Bundles of fur.
Yeah, but neither of them like me.
Nah, they
don't want to cuddle with me.
They just gotta get used to people. They slowly started to.
Oh yeah, they do love my chair though.
Oh yeah, they absolutely loved your chair. Actually, after you left to go back to Louisiana, they started taking over my chair. It was kind of funny.
Oh, and speaking of chairs, by the way, how does it feel to recline in yours now?
For the record, guys, we both have Streamlabs chairs. I have a Batman Special Edition chair, and he has...
the Joker Special Edition chair.
Exactly. And all of a sudden, I'm like, how can you, rock back like that? My chair doesn't even do that. It's stiff as a brick. It's always sitting up straight. Well, apparently there was a lever underneath my seat that I didn't know existed, and the second it got pulled, I'm able to rock back like a champ, and I've had this chair for a few years. For the record, though, Derp, I'm a guy. I didn't read the instruction manual. I just started sitting in the chair and pulling.
Hey, guess what?
Pulling levers. What?
You didn't pull the right one then.
You're right.
Congratulations.
You know what? You're right.
In the words of Omega, you're right.
Thank you for enlightening me on which lever to pull. I love my chair even more now.
Good. It's good to love what you own.
Exactly. Absolutely.
Good lord.
Yeah. But yeah, other than that, living life, playing games, working a lot, and trying to stream as much as I possibly can. But video games, I'm always playing video games. Derp, what have you been playing lately?
Me? I started the last one. No, I guess we could go back and forth. But I think it's your turn to start. What have you been playing?
Well, you know what I've been playing for the last day and a half?
Metroid Dread, maybe?
No, actually, I don't own it.
You're a liar.
No, I'm serious. I do not own it. There's a reason for it, though. You sound so disappointed. Use your words.
I would just like everyone that is listening to make a note that Blue has not acquired a new Metroid game. I repeat, Blue has not acquired a new Metroid game. After all of the hype he put in the channel, he did not even obtain the game that he was so hyped about.
Yeah, Metroid's my lifeblood. It's my favorite game series of all time, and I don't own Metroid Dread. You want to know why?
Why?
Fen is sending me a copy of the special edition.
Well then. Fen and Ty are generous.
Yeah, Fen was extremely generous, and I even double-checked, triple-checked, quadruple-checked. I just kept asking, are you sure? And Fen's like, yeah. And I'm like, okay, here's my address. So I'm waiting for it to arrive, and I'm very excited. I tried really hard to get a pre-order for a special edition, but I was unlucky. And I was searching for days, and then it was just sold out everywhere, and I just kept my eye on it and was unlucky. And then our dear friend was an awesome person in our gaming community, just said, you know what, I got you. And I'm like, damn, dude. I still have all the feels.
So what you're saying is you do own it.
I will. It's not in my hands yet. It's en route.
All I have to say is Chad is stupid.
Chad is stupid.
Chad is stupid.
You know what's even crazier? Fen got a second copy. I was like, all right, you got one, I got one, everyone wins. Good for you. Of the special edition. I was like, nice. So,
god dang.
I'm eagerly awaiting it. I'm very excited. I love Metroid. But no, searching the internet, I follow a bajillion video game pages. I stumbled upon one article. Cyberpunk 2077 is $9.99 until Tuesday at Target only. So I bought it on PlayStation 4. That comes with the free PlayStation 5 upgrade for next year. And it runs very smoothly on my PlayStation 5. And I finally, after all of this time, I'm ignoring the bullshit, the scandals, the monotony, the lawsuits, all of that, and just playing it and enjoying it as a game. And goddamn is amazing.
Yeah, I have it for PC. I've had it since it launched on PC. I didn't run into too many issues when I was playing it. There were a couple, like, save bugs or nothing detrimental, though. It wasn't like it broke the game, but there were a couple crashes and stuff like that when it came out. But I've gone back to it recently and played an hour or so of it, and it ran really well.
That's
like,
good.
Super smooth.
That's good. No, I'm blown away by it, dude. I'm happy to finally play the game. So I've been spending the last couple of days kind of like exploring that.
Yeah, I think story mode, I'm getting closer to the end. If I just bombed through it, I could probably beat it in a couple hours. But there's so much you can do in the game.
Yeah, the map is huge. The amount of jobs you can do are huge. Or just strolling, and oh my god.
And they're saying the DLC is going to be bigger than the game itself.
Yeah, I'm like, damn, dude. But you know what though? The game there's 2 discs. One was an install file, and then there was the second disc that you have to use to play it. And it was about 50 gigs or so. And then it had a 50 gig update. And I ran out of room on my PS5, and I had to start deleting games. And then finally, I'm like, you know what? I got to stop doing this. And I finally bought a 1 terabyte NVMe hard drive to fit in that expansion slot, since now it's open to everybody. And oh my god, it's so great to have room on my PlayStation.
Nice.
Yeah,
I'll have to invest in that at some point, but right now I'll be fine.
Yeah, it was on sale. It was about $190 at Best Buy. You know how much the 2 terabyte is?
$200.
It was $450.
Good God.
I know.
Yeah, I don't have too much I'm waiting for on PS5 right now, except for like some of the games that were announced at one of the last conventions, like Project Eve, the 2 new Final Fantasy games, 16 and what's it called? Strangers of Final Fantasy.
Oh,
Strangers of Paradise.
Strangers of Paradise, Final Fantasy Origin.
Yeah, it's Final Fantasy 1 redone, basically.
Yeah, kind of like a redux.
Yeah.
Or a new perspective on an old game.
Pretty much.
Is that what you're looking forward to?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. It looks a little clunky, though. At least from the footage I saw, the combat looks clunky, but we'll see.
I still can't get over the chaos memes of that game.
Chaos reigns.
Chaos!
Chaos!
I absolutely love the just that way the internet just embraced that. It's been great.
Good stuff.
So yeah, I've been playing Cyberpunk. What have you been playing?
Been heavily into the simulator games and also open world crafting. So the most recent thing I played and more or less beat, actually 2 games, is Power Wash Simulator. We laugh, but dude, that game has no right to be as fun as it is.
Is it relaxing?
It really is.
Is it really?
Like, I promote you to go into my library, download it, play it, and set your OCD mind at ease.
You promote me? You mean you invite? You mean you invite me?
I promote and invite you. Shut up.
He's promoting me to download a game in his library. I got it. I like it. I tease.
And then, more recently, Bum Simulator.
Wait. Bum Simulator?
Yes. And while the game is mildly offensive towards the homeless community,
okay,
it is a very well-made game where you play as a bum who had half his brain stolen, and your companion is a shopping cart with a human brain, like a human brain transferred to a shopping cart that can talk and has googly eyes on the front end. Your goal is to get your other half of your brain and his body back.
This is a simulator.
It's a simulation game with crafting and hunger, thirst levels, which aren't that hard to manage. But yes, and it's like GTA 5 meets Skyrim meets a survival game. It's fucking hilarious.
Interesting.
And the voice acting is not terrible. It is actually really well done.
Wow. That's That sounds like one hell of a game.
When you look at it, you're like, wow, this is probably some shit game, but someone actually put effort into this game.
Wow, that is amazing.
So anyways, I beat the early access of it. It's still got stuff to come. Same thing with Power Wash Simulator, which 3 new maps came out for that today, and I've beaten 2 of 3 of them already.
Okay.
Started the 3rd one.
Wow.
Haven't finished it yet, but yeah, it's an addiction.
You know, it doesn't matter what kind of game we play on this planet. Video games have all sorts of different types of ways of playing, subject matter. Sometimes you just want to switch the brain off and just play something, and it sounds like you found one. Or 2.
I've actually been making an effort to beat games, thank you.
Oh, yeah? What, have you beat anything recently?
Axiom Verge.
Yeah! My dude. Yeah, and you beat it before I was able to.
Yeah, that wasn't intentional. And when you said what you did, I was like, I wasn't going to say, I'm like, yeah, that's what I just explained and how I did it too.
Yeah, I beat Axiom Verge 2. Amazing game. I absolutely love the second one so much. And then when I found out Derp beat the first one, I'm like, you know what? I was at the last boss, and he's hard. Like, so hard that my hands started hurting and cramping by gripping the controller too tight while I'm trying to button mash. And then I'd put it down for, like, I don't know, forever. And finally, after I beat 2, I'm like, let's go back to 1. Let's give it another try. And I think I beat it within 2 minutes, and I went, oh, that's all I had to do? Well, I'm stupid.
No, you're not stupid. Just, I happened to find the trick. And I was like, oh, this works really well.
Yeah, I found the trick too, and I didn't even think about it at the time, because I'm trying to dodge like 6 drones while trying to shoot a target.
Yeah.
That's good, though. No, game is amazing. Both games are absolutely amazing. I loved Axiom Verge 2 so much. And, the soundtrack, gameplay, story, it connects so well with the first game, for being a completely different game. But the whole series in general is just... it's a Metroidvania wet dream.
For you, yes.
For me, yeah.
It's good, though. I did enjoy it, actually. I went through and beat that in a couple days, and I was like, yeah, that's good.
Yeah, I highly recommend you check the second one whenever it goes on sale, man.
Yeah, it's going to be one that I look at. So what have you been playing other than that?
Dude. Castlevania Advance Collection for the Switch.
Really?
Really.
Nice.
It just came out, and it's the Game Boy Advance Castlevania games. Castlevania Circle of the Moon, Castlevania Harmony of Dissonance, and Castlevania Aria of Sorrow.
Don't you have 2 of those, like, actually in copies for your Advance, or your...
The only one I own physically for the Advance is Castlevania Aria of Sorrow, but I've never played...
I thought I heard you own, or saw you owned one of those.
Oh, yeah, I do, but I've never... I acquired that within the last year or so, but I've never played these growing up, so going back to these and I'm playing Circle of the Moon for the first time, and I absolutely love it. The Advanced Collection itself is pretty unique because they actually give you full button mapping capabilities, so you can tailor the controls to how you want it. There's a rewind feature. There's an art gallery with just tons and tons of really high-res, high-quality concept art for the characters in the game, all the games. And I don't know, it's just a well put together collection, and it's not a bad price either. It's only $20. But I think one of my favorites is it also comes with Castlevania Dracula X that was originally on the Super Nintendo. I don't know. I'm a sucker for Castlevania as much as I am for Metroid, but I'm just now discovering these Castlevania games for the first time, and I've been having a blast playing Circle of the Moon. It's just fun.
Good times.
Yeah, it really is. It really is.
Yeah, I've been heavy on the VR lately. VR and open survival crafting games. Pretty much what the main things I've been playing. And then Phasmo-like games, too. Forewarned was a recent one I picked up, which is basically like Phasmo, but you're going in ancient Egyptian tombs and trying to figure out what mummy is in there.
Okay.
Or the Magi. And you actually, you figure it out more based on the interactions it does than the finding evidence like using things to find evidence, like a scanner or something. It's really cool because you find all the evidence. You guess you have to go to a board or to a door inside of the tomb and select what magi it is, and then you hit the button. If you get it right, the inner tomb opens. If you get it wrong, it locks permanently and then locks the front door, and then you're stuck in there with the mummy, and you have to find the switch that lets you out.
Huh.
And then if you get into the inner tomb, you steal the relic, and then you have to do the same thing. The front door locks, you have to find the switch and get out before the Magi kills you. But they all have their own specific abilities that you have to work around in order to survive.
Wow.
It was pretty cool, and it's being worked on. It's still in early access, very early. But it's pretty cool. Aside from that, like Breath Edge, which is like Space Sim Subnautica. And it's got a much, much better comedic center. It's meant for comedy. Like, quite literally, your accelerator is a tube that attaches to your butt, and it's made from shawarma and a tube.
What?
In other words, you eat the shawarma, and you get gas, and you fart, basically.
What?
That's how you excel across space, is with an accelerator made from shawarma and a tube.
Rock on.
No, that's just part of the comedy of the game. The game is hilarious.
Okay, no, that actually sounds pretty crazy. I had to stop and think about that for a second. Wait, what? Say that again?
Yeah. And then my final one on the VR that I've been playing for the survival is one that just came out. It's called Song in the Smoke. It's the first actual dedicated survival game on the VR headset for like Quest, and it is really well done. It's like a pastel or like painting kind of art style, and you are like caveman. You can pick male or female, and you go running around trying to survive. And it runs along a linear story path, but you're open into these areas to try and fix, like try and survive and make food, hunt, and yeah, there's a bunch of bad creatures out there that can get you too. But it's pretty freaking awesome.
Well, that sounds pretty badass, and this is in VR.
Yeah, it's a VR game.
Wow. Well, hell yeah. That's awesome, dude.
Yup. Okay, but now that I took up 3 spots, is there anything else left on your list?
Well, other than that, I've been playing Skyward Sword HD on the Switch off and on. I'm not going to lie. I love the handheld controllers. You can play with motion controllers just like the Wii, but...
Yeah, Rain's been playing it too.
Nintendo was brilliant when they created the controls, and it still feels like the game. It's fluid with using my thumb on the right analog stick to flick it in a direction for him to swing his sword. It took maybe about like 10-15 minutes for me to adjust to the new style, but then I just got used to it, and overall it's
so much better.
It really is. It's a much more joyous game, much more joyous experience. I enjoyed it back in the day, but it's not without its problems. But this version feels and plays great. I've been loving it.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of about it. I mean, that's all the stuff that I've been playing. Off. I was gonna say off the clock, but no, off Twitch in my own personal time. I've been playing a lot of games on Twitch off and on. We just recently completed Resident Evil 3 Nemesis on the Dreamcast, and it's gorgeous on the Dreamcast, by the way.
Outstanding. Yeah, I've been watching you play it on there.
The Dreamcast, the Resident Evil 2 and 3 on the Dreamcast are the most beautiful versions of the games, period. We had a lot of fun. Yeah.
I had something in my brain case, and I forgot what it was.
That's okay.
Oh, yeah, with Resident Evil 3, that one game I turned you on to, Tormented Souls.
That is an interesting game.
Yeah, I haven't had a chance to get around to it yet, but it looked really cool, and it was super Silent Hill based. People say Resident Evil, which I get why, but the way the camera moves and everything and the way the enemies are, it's much more Silent Hill-esque and pushed towards that than it is Resident Evil, I think.
I agree. Now, I will say that there's a level of... the lighting in it is beautiful. The character models almost remind me of claymation. They're glossy.
Mm-hmm.
There's an art style to it that's very unique. And when you start in some like creepy hospital, and it's got Silent Hill vibes. The camera angles, yeah, it reminds me of Resident Evil, but I found a room and you go through a mirror, and then all of a sudden you're in a hellish version of the hospital. I'm like, that's straight Silent Hill right there. At least straight Silent Hill Origins, and it's creepy. The game's creepy, but it gives you that old nostalgic feel of Silent Hill and Resident Evil from the PlayStation days.
See, the camera work I was talking about with like Silent Hill is there's one corridor I was watching someone play when she's running down the hallway and turns a corner, and it's got the really shaky turning camera.
Oh,
and it just reminded me of when you're running through the fences in Silent Hill 1.
Yeah,
Silent Hill 1, you're running through the fences, going to that where it starts to get dark first time, and the sirens go off, and you find that dead body.
Yeah.
Or the crucifix body, basically, that's not dead.
Yeah.
But you're running down those hallways, and the cameras are shaking and moving to another angle, very wobbly. That just, like, that's what gave me the camera work thought of Silent Hill.
And in the game, they do have a lot of camera work that moves like that, which is really cool. So you're not always just fixed at a straight static camera angle. Some camera angles do move with you, and it's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
I need to give the game a little bit more time, but I dabbled with it for a couple hours, and I did enjoy it.
Well, speaking of games, what have we been playing on Twitch? I would be playing on Twitch, but our internet sucks ass, which it looks like it might have leveled out a little bit. We might be able to, but we do have filed with the FCC a complaint against them. And imagine the fact that we all of a sudden have them calling out an actual engineer, or a specialist, quote unquote, coming out to find the problem and get it fixed.
Well, as long as they're getting your internet fixed, because we miss your face streaming.
I miss my face streaming.
Yeah.
But I was like, I'm going to be adjusting my schedule again to coincide with other things, because the house has D&D going on, and I don't want to be streaming the same time as when the D&D would be going on too. So I'm going to be adjusting my schedule according, but I'm going to keep it to evening times at 5. But I'm thinking it might be Tuesday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Okay.
Or no, not Sunday. Tuesday, Friday, Saturday.
Okay.
Maybe Monday. But yeah, I'll get it figured out. But I'm still playing Scarlet Nexus, which I'm enjoying that immensely for like an anime JRPG.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying that game. That game's cool.
Very cool.
Subnautica. I still need to work on Subnautica. I was working on Red Dead 2. And it's just my PC library streams. Yeah.
Yeah, your PC library streams are pretty spot on. I'm actually excited you're bringing those back.
Yes. And I started to, but again, internet.
Yeah. Well, once we get your internet situation figured out, we'll weed out all the bugs, and we'll get you back up and running.
Yeah.
I still aim to typically stream on Sundays still. I'm going to take a slight hiatus this next week. I'm traveling Thursday, and I don't come back till next Tuesday.
Where we go? Oh, yeah, you're going to New York or something, aren't you?
Yes, I'm going to New York with a couple of longtime friends, and we're going to go see the New York Giants play the Rams.
Oh, good job.
Yeah, I'm going to go to my first professional football game.
Your foosball.
Yeah.
Foosball's the devil.
Medulla oblongata. I'm also spending a few days in New York, too, so we're going to see the game, explore New York, and I did see that there's quite a few retro game shops, and I'm planning on visiting a couple.
Well, I hope you enjoy that.
Oh, Derp, speaking of retro game shops, you remember one of our Cogcast episodes where we were talking about Operation Recovers Blue missing games? Let's backtrack. Let's backtrack. You know what I should do, Derp? I should put up a donation bar on our streams for the summer, calling Operation Video Game Recovery, and people can help donate to the fund to get my video games back from my childhood.
I could just picture this being a video of one of those mistreated animals commercials, except it's Blue cradling lost games.
And then you get
in the arms,
you get that Sarah McLachlan song.
The angels.
You get that Sarah McLachlan song in the background, and you just get a sad Blue just looking all like, where'd my
tear
game?
Rolling down his face, a fake tear. While he's cradling an N64.
I miss my games from my childhood. Help me get them back, please. Let's backtrack. Let's backtrack. You remember one of our Cogcast episodes where we were talking about Operation Recovers Blue missing games?
Yes, absolutely.
We were talking about my games, they disappeared, and I need you guys to help me recover them. I've recovered some of them within the past year.
And what have those been?
I found Silent Hill 3 for the PlayStation 2. I have that again. That also comes with the game soundtrack. I plan on streaming that sometime in the near future.
Nice.
I'm very excited because we have streamed Silent Hill 1 and 2, but we have not done 3 yet. I have found also Bomberman 64 for the Nintendo 64, the original one. I'm very excited that has now been reacquired. And my personal favorite that I found within the last month, Castlevania Legacy of Darkness for the Nintendo 64. I officially have it back. I am so excited.
Epic.
Yeah, they just started popping up at some game shops, including my favorite one that I like to go to in Sacramento. And it was one of those, oh my god, it's here! And I just, picked it up, played it, works great, and I'm happy. There's still some games on my list that I need to pick up again. I still am on the hunt for Quake 2 for the Nintendo 64, and Mystical Ninja starring Gomon for the Nintendo 64.
That's an interesting one to have on the list.
Well, my brother Sam and I used to rent that at Blockbuster all the time, and it was the most batshit crazy game we ever played, and we had so much fun playing it, and I'm like, I need to own this for real, and I'm keeping an eye out for it.
Nice.
So yeah, I thought I'd give you a little update on that one since it was in a previous Cogcast episode. We had a lot of fun with that, but now I'm starting to get some of those games back in my collection.
Sweet deal.
Yeah.
Sweet deal.
I'll see what happens when I go to New York and I check out all these other retro shops and see what else they have, and that's always exciting.
Yes, for sure. Like, I'm getting into the collecting physical again.
Yeah?
I've been working on physical games, like Returnal. I didn't get digital. Which, by the way, there's another fun story for you guys.
What you got? Oh my god, you're right. Tell us about Returnal. There's a story behind it.
So when I ordered my PS5, and I got that through the Sony queue system, I queued in, thought I wasn't going to get it because it was like a long queue time. I got in, and then I had to log in, and the page wasn't loading, and blah, 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 blah. And long story short, I ended up getting the PS5. Awesome. It shipped out, so I went and picked up Returnal, a controller, and a charging dock. So it looked sealed. It was sealed. Looked sealed. I opened it up. This is like the day after I get it, and I open it up, and the disc is upside down. I'm like, oh, okay. Something happened. It was upside down. I pick it up, and it's some shitty-ass Hallmark movie for Christmas. What the fuck?
You know, you hear about these things on the internet all the time, but you never really know a real person that it happens to. But for me, it happened to you.
Which it's funny because that's not the first time something like that has happened to me.
Really?
I have opened back in junior high or high school earlier time, I opened up a CD one time, or a movie. I can't remember what, it might have been a movie, a DVD, back in the day when those were first coming out, and the box was empty.
Huh.
Completely empty, but it was sealed, but it came out completely empty. And I had to take it back and go, yeah, I don't know what to tell you. It was empty when I opened the box.
Oh, wow. What's in the box? Nothing.
Nada. Jack diddly squat.
Wow. So, how'd you get the actual game?
I came home and raged.
I don't blame you. I would have raged too.
Well, no, I was already home when it happened. I was enraged at that point. I went back to Walmart to try and get it, swapped out because they got it from the case. It was wrapped. I tried to get it changed, but I didn't have the receipt because it was sealed. I thought I'd be good. I didn't think anything about it. I was going to keep the game. I wasn't going to turn it back in. And Yeah. Turns out I had to. But they wouldn't exchange it because I didn't have my receipt, blah, 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 even though that's against their standard return policy, but whatever. Well, I came home and I ended up throwing the box away, but Rain digged it out. And then she knows a manager at one of the Walmarts and got her to exchange it, and I got Returnal that way.
Aw, looks like she was looking out for you, man.
Yeah, she was.
That's awesome.
She's awesome.
Yes.
And just to let you know, that was the most expensive Hallmark movie I've ever purchased in my entire life.
Please tell me you kept the movie.
Oh yeah, I still have the movie.
It's
still there.
You want to watch it on Discord for Christmas?
We should watch it on Discord for Christmas.
Put it in a box somewhere. Don't lose it.
No, except I don't have a DVD drive.
I'll get you one for Christmas.
Oh, I have my PS4. Oh no, I have my PS5. I can play it on my PS5 and run it remote play.
Actually, I don't think remote play will let you do that.
Well, I can always hook up my PS5 to my game capture.
There you go. See? Looks like it's all going to work out.
Yeah. So, we'll have a Discord stream for that. That'll be fun.
That actually sounds like it'd be fun. Basically, it's a big middle finger to the Christmas movie. We're going to enjoy it anyway, and then when the movie's done, then you can get rid of it. Burn it if you want.
$70 freaking... Yeah. Christmas Hallmark movie.
Oh, that's crazy, man. I'm sorry that happened to you. By the way, though, you've been playing Returnal. Where are you in the game? How far are you?
I'm still at the first boss. I haven't put a ton of time into it, but I've been slowly getting everything, and
okay.
Yeah, I've gotten to the last phase twice. For some reason, I always start screwing up towards the end on the last phase, and I end up dying.
I've died a lot of times at that first boss, and I raged a lot. And this is the one game I find where I rage, and I'm like, "Arr!" and I shut the game off, and I walk around the house, I pace, and then I breathe.
I think it's the Dark Souls type games, the roguelikes that you get angry at. I think that's your trigger button.
But the difference is, after I breathe, calm down, I go right back into it, and I get back into it all over again. And then the next thing I know, I'm actually beating stuff, and I get farther, and I'm like, ah! Then the cycle begins anew. It's an excellent game, though.
But what's funny is I actually don't get super salty at that game. I'll be like, son of a bitch, shit, do stuff like that, but I don't, get rage salty at that game for some reason.
It's exhilarating because I'll take my time to go from one end to the other and collect everything. And then all of a sudden I'll die and I'm like, oh, I spent all that time trying to build up that progress. And then finally I'm like, fuck it. In this run, I'm just going to run through every door. And then I'm like, wow, that actually worked. Oh, I'm farther. Let's keep going.
Yeah, I think that's what they're trying to get you to do. When you get the ability to auto-upgrade your weapons to a new rank, a proficiency,
yeah.
I think that's what they're trying to get you to do. It's like, don't sit back here and waste your time here.
Sometimes,
go forward.
Sometimes it is nice to pick up at least upgrades for some stuff, but you're right. The game's fun. It's got a way to get you hooked, and I need to get back into it because I'm in an area that's so hard that I had to put it down. Like, it's even harder than where you're at.
It's so damn smooth and beautiful.
Oh, for sure. It loads so fast, too.
Yes. I love that when I start up my PS5 and I hit Returnal, and I'm all of a sudden already in the game because I didn't turn it off. And I'm like, ah.
I do like that. I do like that a lot.
And I'll let you know, I do have PGA 2021 installed on my PS5.
So you're saying we have golf in our future?
Yes, we do.
Oh, this is going to be exciting. I haven't played golf in a while. This is going to be great. PGA 2K21 is actually really fun. I was hankering for a golf game, and when that came out, it just makes me so happy. Derp, what games are you looking forward to between now, end of the year, or the future? Or all of the above?
Well, until the end of the year, I only have one.
And what's that?
Resident Evil 4 VR.
Oh, that's right. That's next month?
That is next week.
Oh, shit. All right. Let's go.
October 21st. There's only one thing that looks like it's going to be kind of crappy in it.
What's that?
And all the action sequences where you hop through windows or you're getting attacked by a mob, like, up close.
Yeah.
And you have to shake them off.
Yeah.
It goes into a third-person, like, small window camera.
Interesting.
Like, it zooms out into a small camera, third person, and you see Leon, and then when you get out of it, it zooms back into first person.
The only game that I remember did something similar was Metroid Prime.
Yeah, and that's pretty much what it's doing.
Interesting.
It's doing that, but in VR. So I don't know how well that's going to work, or if it's going to kind of take out that immersion factor in it, but I am still hyped as fuck to see the merchant in full VR.
Heck yeah.
And just to see him whip out his cloak and, what are you buying?
What are you selling? I'm looking forward to your impressions of the VR game.
Dude, I guarantee you that's going to be the next thing you play next time you see that headset, right?
Oh, hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. You know me.
Let's look at it this way. Nothing can be as bad as Survivor.
I don't know. I still enjoyed it.
But you know how you truly felt when you played it. You know those first-time feels of that disappointment you had when you went an hour and a half into the game and it was already beaten with your Prima strategy guide sitting next to you, unopened, uncracked, for no reason.
Yeah, that game was very short, and it was very rushed, and I did buy the player's guide, and it was no Resident Evil 3. Yeah. No, you're right.
I just love how I put that all out there and you instantly went into the,
You're not wrong.
Right.
Okay, you're right. Survivor is a terrible game, but god damn it, I love Resident Evil. I'll even take the bad ones. I don't care. We even streamed that game too and had a lot of fun with it too. A lot of laughs, a lot of chuckles.
Because you made fun of it at that point. It wasn't you playing it alone expecting epicness and get shit.
Pretty much. Some of the worst voice acting in a game. Listen to the voices in Resident Evil Survivor.
I may have been a bad person, but that was before. That's not who I am now. I will save these two kids. I swear it.
These graphics, man.
You hide here. I'll go find your brother and then come back for you.
Head pat. I may have been a bad person, but that's not who I am now. I'm good now. That's good.
There's crappy indie games with better voice acting. Hell, there's porn out there with better voice acting.
Oh baby, oh baby, oh baby. What were we talking about? Oh yeah, Resident Evil 4. Looking
Yeah,
forward.
Resident Evil 4 VR.
Looking
But yeah,
forward to
it's the entire game, beginning to end. Nothing taken out, nothing changed. It's just all in first-person VR, and you actually could have full motion control. So you move the hands, you pick up things, you reload the gun, you do everything. It's just when it goes into third person for melee stuff and jumping through windows, and that is when it might throw the immersion off. But I'm still excited for it, and yeah.
Yeah.
Other than that, like I said, Strangers of Paradise, Final Fantasy 16, Project Eve, a lot of the PlayStation games that were just shown over the last PlayStation thing.
Okay.
God of War, Ragnarok.
Yeah, for sure. God of War Ragnarok is going to be great. I'm looking forward to that game. That's definitely on my list of games that I'm excited to play. I'm also excited
He is William Wallace and can shoot lightning bolts from his arse. Thor.
Yeah, Thor's going to be great. I don't even care what people say about
He's
him.
going to shove Mjolnir up his ass.
Yep. I'm actually excited for the future. Most of the games that are for the rest of the year, the only game I'm really looking forward to right now is Metroid Dread, and I will be playing that very soon. But next year, I'm looking forward to God of War Ragnarok. I am actually very interested in Strangers of Paradise Final Fantasy Origin, but the one thing that we got teased recently from PlayStation, which will also be on PC, but it's Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic remake.
Oh yeah, that I forgot about that. That was one of them.
I'm looking forward to see more about that game. And oh, by the way, Derp, I am still playing the Old Republic MMO and enjoying it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
You're just in for that story, aren't you?
I am, but I'm still having fun playing an MMO for the first time in a long time, and it's pretty. It's a fun game. It's just that you've been playing all those simulators. I've been relaxing with Star Wars.
Yeah.
I do urge
you just randomly install Power Wash Simulator and just watch your first thing.
Okay.
And then say goodbye to the rest of your life.
Okay, I'll try one. I'll do that for you. I'll try one, and then I'll report back to you.
Sounds epic. But as far as that goes, let us wrap things up with our final messages of Extra Life.
Yeah, Extra Life's coming back. We do it every year. This is my 4th year. Derp, what year is it for you?
I think 8th.
Yeah, that sounds about right. You did start way before I did, and we're still plugging away with Team TMNT. It's the
4th year for TMNT.
Yeah, it is our 4th year for TMNT. Derp and I created this team 4 years ago, and it's still going strong. We have some new team members this year.
Yeah, this year we have our same crew, R, Tar. We have Rain from last year. We have Indy from last year. We have Dawn coming back this year, hopefully, as long as his new work schedule allows. Omega coming back as always.
Yep.
And R and Omega and Tar are going strong already on their donos.
Absolutely, they started early this year, and it's been amazing.
Yeah, Gertrude,
aka Arcanian.
Yep, Arcanian, and then Cal. And then we will be introduced. I don't think I missed anyone else, right?
Yeah, no,
I know, and then we're going to be introducing a brand new member to the team this year, the wondrous Cogsy W, aka Cogsy.
Yep.
He'll be joining us for his first time this year, and we hope to break our last year's total of 8,500 or so. That's going to be our goal this year, to break the maximum of last year. So.
We already have a video out to hype up the team coming together again this year. You can watch it on our YouTube channel, but I actually would invite anybody who's listening to check us out at paradigmgaming.net/extra-life.
And you can get an update on everyone's schedule and what they're planning to do and their times once we get them all posted.
Absolutely.
They are partially up there now, but you can at least see who's streaming and what they might have already in place.
Yeah, the more I get updates from the team, the more I'll be updating the website.
But yeah, it's going to be a good year.
Yeah, I'm very excited. I'm looking forward to what we got going on, and we'll update you guys some more at our next outing on Discord or Twitter or Facebook, and probably on our next episode of our Cogcast, because we're back.
We're back, baby.
We're back, and it's very exciting.
We're back. There was one other thing I wanted to say that involved Extra Life. Oh, the one thing that's going to be different this year that has been going on the past 2 years is that Blue and I will be separated this year.
Yeah,
sadly.
I'm in the good old California, and he's in the good old Louisiana.
And won't be able to make it together this year, so he will be streaming on his own time. I will be streaming on my own time. It won't take place during the weekend like everyone else's, because I didn't make a specific day for myself, because I was thinking we might be meeting up this year, but it turned out we weren't, so I need to make a day for myself. But, yeah, we are all scheduled for a day already, and we'll have a lot of fun.
Yeah, and more updates will be coming soon.
Yes, we still do plan on at least having our yearly adventure into the Dark Mythologies.
Oh, that's right.
Or Dark Anthologies.
Yeah, what's House of Ashes is the next game of the Dark Anthology, right?
House of Ashes. It won't be a couch co-op like we've done the past 2 years, but it will at least be Blue and I getting down on that.
Well, at least we're going to be consistent, and we're going to continue the trend and play these games just like we have.
Yes, I'm enjoying that that's become a trend, because it's fun to have that during the October, just after October, having the scary game go.
Absolutely.
As a game day thing.
That reminds me, I need to pick my copy up.
It should only require one copy.
Really? Is it just remote play at that point?
I think so.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
I'm pretty sure. That's how they've all been, I'm pretty sure.
Okay. Well,
I could be wrong. We could check into it.
Yeah, we'll look into it. But either way, I should probably own it, at least for my collection's sake, because I have the other two.
Yes.
Sweet.
So, as far as we go from there, any last parting thoughts, young lad?
Let's see. Let me see. We haven't done this in a long time, Derp. It's actually really fun to chat with you about life and video games again.
I just miss talking to my wife. I'll miss you, Blue. I'll never give you up.
It's good to know. You know, I got you. I got you right here. It's all gonna work out. It's all gonna work out. We're still doing this. We're still with the Cogcast. We're still Paradigm Gaming. We're still playing video games, and we still just want to have fun. And I'm glad that we're bringing this back because we had a lot of fun doing it last year. And and to anybody who's listening, sorry it took us a while to keep it going, but we're looking to do this a couple times a month minimum. Who knows? We'll probably do more, I would imagine, but. I figured we should
just
at least...
depends.
We needed to start somewhere. So why don't we just start here, right?
Yes. Starting is always the first step to greatness.
Absolutely. Absolutely. But yeah, I that's about all I got. And, I have one more thing. Shout out to Omega Apex 128 for calling us out on Twitter and saying, hey, you guys need to bring the Cogcast back. And Derp and I basically said, hey, guess what? We are. And we hear you. And we love you. Thank you.
Yeah, he's definitely in the top 5 for sure.
For sure. Absolutely. Absolutely.
For sure.
That's all I got.
And for me, yeah, I got nothing. It's been great. It's been a fun year. Lots of shit gone down. I moved across the country. I live in the south with all the swamps, the gators, and all the southern speak. Pretty soon I'll be saying y'all. Did I say that right? Okay, I got a nod yes. I got that right. Okay.
Excellent. All right. Well, guys, thanks for listening. And tune in next time when?
At the drop of a paradigm.